Hello, hello. Oh, I'm tired. I don't have an excuse since I wasn't busy with PAX all weekend or anything like that. How is everyone? Cressy, Sonneveld, good to see you both. Yeah, once again, I'm thinking, oh, maybe Neko does a small stream today because he is tired. Like every week, he is tired. But, we'll see how it goes. If it was any other game, I might cancel, but it's Ultima 7. We can play Ultima 7 in our sleep, it's fine. Notably absent from the stream is Poppy. I've got the Poppy cam set up. Oh, hello. Yeah. Poppy is in her flan, but the app I use to pipe the video over it tends to break, and I think I know why. I think I need to get the actual paid version because occasionally it'll show like a full screen advert and that breaks it sometimes. Like it's not too picky about what kind of adverts it shows at the bottom, and sometimes it just nukes the whole thing. So let me go fix that one moment, and we can get a cat cam going. With the phone for a second. There we go. She was actually zooming around all over the place about an hour before stream, and I was thinking I might not be able to get her on camera today just because she was all over the place chasing ping pong balls and bottle tops and wanting me to play with her. But she seems to have settled back into her flan for the night. What a cute kitty. Seriously, I think sometimes I should just make this stream into a 24-hour PoppyCam stream. Just eliminate the whole Neko and game playing out of the equation. We know what people want, and it's cats. Or I could maybe do like a sleep stream. Like, do people want to watch me sleep? I could be like an e-girl. Like, I could sleep and get paid for it. Look at me. Do people not want to watch me just slightly drooling into a pillow? Because I could do that. I could really do that right now. Anyway. Nah, sleep is sacred. You don't want to watch me sleep, Sonneveld? I'm disappointed. Let's play games then instead, as a sort of like alternative to just watching me sleep for a bit. Ultima, here we are. Where we left off last week. Eagle breathes and gains 30k followers and 100k money. Yeah, it's not a bad life, I suppose. You get your fair share of creeps and stalkers, I'm sure. You need a very dedicated modding team if you want chat to be halfway usable. But getting paid to sleep, I can't say I wouldn't turn down the opportunity if it presented itself. So, last week we were over in Moonglow, and we talked to a fox and our old friend Mariah, who was a bit acting a bit weird because of the magical ether, and then we woke up Penumbra, another mage who hasn't been affected by the magical ether because she's been sleeping like I want to be. But we woke her up and she immediately felt like she got a headache. We got some black rock to shield her from the magical ether. And now she's given us this mission where we went into a dungeon up here on Daggeral. Kate, hello, good morning, how are you? Good to see you. I trust the stream is coming through okay for you. We should have quality options and everything going. And isn't it really early for you? It's like 8 AM for you now. How are you, friend? I hope you're having a lovely day. Or you're going to have a lovely day. Yeah. I have better internet now. And yeah, it's early. Well, yeah, either way, take it easy. Hopefully your Monday will be a good one. Mine was a very sleepy one, because I have been very sleepy all the time, like crazy. I had to get up in case work needed me, but I don't have to go in until later, turns out. That's not bad. That's a nice surprise to have, I think. I mean, yeah, you missed out on the sleeping in, but now you've got a bit of time for yourself. And you're choosing it to spend it here on my stream. I feel very honored. So where are we? Quest. We need an ethereal ring to bypass the final defense of this dungeon. And Penumbra says that the King of the Gargoyles had it last. And then we realized that we parked our magic carpet on the island and then teleported back to Moonglow, so we don't actually have access or easy access to the magic carpet. So what I did off stream was I took the Moongate back to Britain and sold a bunch of stuff and did inventory management again. And now we can go and take our boat. We can take our boat to Terfin and meet the King of the Gargoyles. So that's the plan for today. It seems to be fairly early in the morning in Ultima time. Oh no, it's late at night, 8:48 PM. A bunch of grapes in my inventory. Why did I buy grapes and then not dump them on the boy here? Oh, it's fine, whatever. I'm super strong now, just like most of my companions. So we left our ship here, thinking, oh, we've got a magic carpet now, we're never going to use this again. But as it turns out, logistics, you have to shuffle around a lot. So we need to sail down to Terfin. So I think I'm just going to go as far right as I can, hit the Isle of Fire again, go south. We'll figure it out. And of course, the King of the Gargoyles will totally have the ethereal ring, and he'll just give it to us, and that will be quest done, right? We can just head back. No, this part of the main plot starts to go off on pretty wild tangents pretty quickly. Where are we now? Too far. Okay, southwest. Just sailing past the sea monsters because it's easier. So yeah, I really want to just have a nap. And obviously, if I were being a sensible adult, I would go to sleep early tonight. But I work tomorrow, and that just means I'll be, hastening the arrival of work. And who wants that? Got more archaic Java code to dig through. I'm not a Java programmer. I mean, I've done Java before, but it's not what I was hired for. A little bit too far there, so... Is there a dock at all? Yes. There we go. Furl sails, brace the main bow. Gangplank. Brushed up on thy gargish, says one of my companions. What's this building? Might be a tavern? Yeah, this looks like a tavern. Hello. The gargoyle tending bar lifts a tankard to you. Name? To be Forbrack. Job. He gestures around the room with an open hand. Java sort of feels like C-Sharp's creaky grandpa at this point. Yeah, I mean, C-Sharp to me, Sonneveld also feels weird and clunky. Like, I tried it a little bit once, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to load your libraries into assemblies first, and then you can use them. And we're building a .exe file, even though you're not on a Windows system. We're going to build a .exe file with a little bit of Win32PE stub in there, and like, okay, cool, that's great. Yeah, I'm pretty big into JavaScript now. I used to make fun of it a lot, but the ecosystem's really improved. But enough nerdy talk of programming languages. We're here to play role-playing games and talk to gargoyles. To serve food and drink at the Hall of Refreshment. Both platforms are snapshots of their time. They really try to keep extending to make them relevant. Yeah. I mean, the modern Java that I've had to deal with, we're getting back on the tangent again, the modern Java that I have to deal with is extremely weird, like all of the stuff that's tacked onto it these days, with annotations that do spooky magic at a distance, that I can't really read it compared to my old academic Java, where I was just like, oh yeah, Java C star.java, done. No, it's very complex. Needlessly slow, I think. What does Forbrack mean? Because there's nothing foreigners love more than when you ask them what the meaning of their name is in their language. To mean strong arm in the language of the Gargoyles. Like, hey dude, sometimes it's just a name. What are Gargoyles? To know many of the residents in town and some of the troubles. Residents? Who are they? To know many Gargoyles. To want to know about some of them? Well, I don't really know anyone in town yet, but sure, let's hear the deets. Oh, Cyclone has redeemed GORILLAS.BAS. Alright, that's something to do. Do we want to do it now, or do we want to do it at the end of the stream? Because I haven't actually set this up as a redeem that we've done before yet, until now. And I wonder if it's going to interrupt the flow too much if we do that, or... Yeah. I mean, if you're here now and you want to play it now, then it would be mean of me to say, like, oh, okay, we'll do that at the end of the stream, thus forcing you to stick around. So maybe we'll do it now. Alright, let's see. I need to run a few things here. First up, I need to... where is user libexec x screensaver? I had one or two screensavers in mind as a replacement background for the thing that got me in trouble with YouTube. Time tunnel, that's it. And I want to run it with no logo. Well, at least knowledge for you when the redeem is done again. Yeah, I mean, I can automate some of this eventually. But let's see. First up, we need to set up the actual command because I haven't proxied it. I really need some feedback for that command. Then we can go to this scene. And we can go Gorillas. I've forgotten all the commands. Launch. DOSBox is already running. Ah, this is a problem I did not anticipate. Hey, MCZ. How are you? Good to see you. Exciting things. Cyclone Entertainment Dev has just redeemed the QBasic Gorillas game, so we're going to get in a bit of that unspecified amount of Gorilla gaming. But I'm actually going to have to leave this chat with the Gargoyle here and save and quit, because I did not anticipate that my code is very clever and detects whether DOSBox is already running or not. Hey son, how are you? So we'll go by. To wish you well, human. And we will save. You alright, thanks? That's good to know. It is good to be alright. Within acceptable parameters. Quit. Exit. And now we should be able to launch Gorillas. And possibly even capture it. Yep. Wait for Gorillas Connect. How about that? It's still working. But what I want to do is sources, backgrounds. Add a window capture. Name it something. And yes, that's the exact window I want to capture. Am I not able to? Why is it not capturing it? Oh, come on. This worked last time. In the meantime, fight amongst yourselves for who's playing. Son, I am actually, as a part of a redeem, I'm launching a game of QBasic Gorillas that chat can participate in. You learned originally this was originally called Castles in the DOS beta. It didn't look as exciting. Well, it wouldn't be. There'd be no gorillas, I presume. Alright, let me try a different screensaver just in case it's that. But, I mean, I swear it was... tunnel? Oh, that'll do. Properties... Can I capture anything? What if I capture DOSBox? That works. Are you telling me I cannot capture my X screensaver window? I mean, I could get scored by an echo at this game if no one has any objections. Yeah, by all means. Hang on, there's a Gorillas help, isn't there? Okay, maybe I should make an about or something just to explain it to people. Sorry, I just want something interesting on the background, but it's being obnoxious on me. FPS, FPS. Alright, we'll just do that. Hands Neko a Pokeball so you can capture stuff. Thank you so much, son. Discard changes. Hide that. Alright, so we're not playing with the exciting background because for some reason that isn't being captured by OBS. But if people want to, for example, Cyclone, I believe you can do Gorillas Play. Then you can sign up to be part of this little QBasic Gorillas tournament that we're having. And there we go. And then if anyone else wants to play against Cyclone, for example, like I'll do it first to help with the thing of knowing what to do things. And Oh, one last thing. I need to get some epic music going, don't I? Cantata. Epic music, where is it? Dream. OC remix that battle. There we go, that's coming through, it's a bit quiet. What happens if you hit the sun? That's a good point, sun. I wonder what happens if you hit the sun. Though I may have to pop up briefly to buy stuff and fly planes. No worries. Alright, so James Necko's turn. I have to put in an angle and a power level. So you just do this with the banana command. And for example, a good starting point, 50, 50. Okay, that fell short. Sai, see what you can do. The wind isn't strongly in either direction at the moment, but there's a tiny little red arrow at the bottom of the screen that'll show what the wind is doing at any given moment. And I forget how many points we're playing to. Whoa! Okay, so you said 150 for the angle, and that's sort of fired behind you. It's always kind of facing... 0 is straight ahead for you. I don't think it's killed you, actually. It looks like it's obliterated you, but you're actually fine. So I might go... Banana... 80. Oh, just went over the top of the sun there. And over the top of your head. It is but a scratch. Hacks. I mean, if I wanted to, son, I could hack. This is a hack of the game to let me read the data over a serial port, which is emulated in DOSBox, which then goes to a Perl script, which then goes up to another Perl script on my website, which then goes down to Twitch. That was very close, Cyclone. Let's see if I can get you before you get me. Oh, hit the sun. Close. You would have got me next turn, I'm sure. But I think we're playing like first to like best of 3 rounds. So you've still got a chance. Oh, and you're like hidden by my camera, sorry. Let me move my camera up. Can't see the hobby cam much either.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter? Whoa, nice graphics! You mean you haven't played it yet?
I don't know where your banana's gone, actually. Oh yeah, it says it's my turn now, so I guess it went off into space. Yeah, there's got to be a better place to put our cameras. Whoa, no, undo. Whatever that was, I moved. It was not good. That'll do. Banana machine broke. I kind of need to do a high angle, I think, to get you in your little pit there. Okay, that went too far. Oh wow, the wind was blowing it back in your face there. And the poppy cam is of course blocking the wind icon. Let's try and be as fair as possible to people. There. What's the max angle speed? Well, I mean, the angle is up to 360, I guess, before it's pointless. The speed? I don't know if there is a max speed. Should we just try? Yeah, that banana vanished into the ether. Oh, this one would be coming down. At least the angle isn't in radians, right? Oh, the wind is really against you there, Si. Money? No, it was too much last time. Maybe. Alright, still going over your head. Alright, that's getting closer. Gotta do something about this. Ooh, you're just protected by the building. If I can just dial this in. 56-ish? Sorry, friend. Just got too much skill. And yeah, here's the weird thing about QBasic Gorillas. It's not like best of 3, realizing that I've won 2 rounds and we don't need to play another round. It makes you play 3 games, even if the last game is kind of hopeless. I considered changing the rules there for the tournament, but you know, it's true to the original, what can you do? So we can still play, it's just for fun anyway. Programming is hard, right, Gareth? The wind is against me this time. Time for you to mod it further. It's an idea, yeah. Honestly, the biggest improvement, like the quality of life upgrade for playing this, is that we have our chat history now, so I actually can remember what I inputted last time for the power and angle. Alright, you hit the building. Honestly, drilling through a building is also a valid tactic. Need to include Gorillas.BAS in retro packs next year. Yeah, why not? And how was PAX? If everyone is not feeling completely smashed from the weekend. Tell me all about it. I have a bit of FOMO there for missing out. But I was glad to see the pictures and people having fun. Might go next year, guys? Yeah, I mean, obviously I wasn't going this year because immunocompromised and fun things like that. What was my power and speed last time? 69? I just got a remedial massage and I feel euphoric. Nice. Probably need one after a convention like that. PAX was great, mostly hung out in the retro area and met a bunch of cool streamer friends. But I wasn't there, Sonneveld. How could you have met cool streamer friends if I wasn't there? That banana went somewhere. It's in orbit now. I cosplayed as you, Neko. Okay, I'd be very curious to see what that entails. Like, what is the most Neko-like feature of the Neko? What was I doing before? Execute Order 66. You're kind of shielded by that building. Yeah, your bananas keep going into space, Si. Should probably get an achievement for that. Like a little Xbox-style pop-up. Achievement unlocked. Banana in space. What are we doing? 57? Surely there is a power level that will just get this past the building. Emmy wins again. Well, you surely win a cosplay if you went as me. Alright, if I make the angle slightly higher, maybe I can get past the building. And the wind is slightly against me now, actually. See, some of these games devolve into like a Wild West, whoever pulls the trigger first. And other games end up into some sort of competition to see who can kill the most innocent civilians. There you go. Well done, Krissika. You have redeemed yourself. Score is 2-1. Are we officially rivals now? I can dig it. Well, were you not before? 2 points to Neko, 1 to Cyclone. Yeah, well done. Indeed, Robot Neko. Is anyone up for more? It'll default to just throwing back into... Oh, here we go. Endersy, you joined the queue. Nice. You finally get to play this game, Emmy. I can try, but honestly I'd have to practice my tears. Poor Sonneveld had to spend the last 4 days with you, tailing him constantly. That's rough, buddy. Honestly, I thought it was the other way around. Won't need to practice with me as your rival, mate. Alright, Em, it's your turn. You're going first, so... exclamation mark banana. Banana 57. We're just friends then, that's nice. Whoa! That's uncomfortably close. Alright, so what happens if I do angle 0, because the wind is against me. Power 100. Oh-ho! Watch out, Emmy. I'm a crack shot at this game. For those wondering, the music is the OC remix. I've just pulled down a bunch of boss battle themes. Whoa! Oh! Lucky shot. Lucky! I I keep meaning to add a proper display for what song is currently playing, but there we go. Get wrecked. Oh, the hubris. I need to take you down a peg there. Oh, and the spamming of the Grinchy GGs. Oh, insult to injury. Okay, it's on now. We are both kind of in a hole. Okay, not too bad. Sorry, making my way to gate 9 now, looking while I can. No worries, Thunderbelt. Glad to be some entertainment for you on your trip. Okay, it's close. That's too close. Safe flights to you, Sonnevold? Yes. Good point. Let us know when you're safely back in Greyhound Town. Please do. It's been quite an adventure for all of you. It'd be nice to be home, safe, relax, chill out. Oh! When you said you'd never played this game before, Emmy, are you some sort of gorillas shark? Were you hustling me? Did you want to make this interesting? It's a monetary bet? Gorillas savant, apparently. I suppose it's not too different from Scorched Earth. Let's see, I am all the way down there. May have played a lot of Scorched Earth in my time. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, that was a terrible throw. There's one game I'm meaning to play on stream at some point called Blast Doors. It was a 3D Scorched Earth for Windows. It was a lot of fun, but I never really played it that much because I only had my sister to play with. What was that? Oh, angle, yeah. Banana is the command. What did I do? 45. Yep, getting there. See, I'm a derp. You're a lucky derp. You're a skillful derp. Oh, you got the sun. What are we at now? Nice. I'm a bit brain dead after the last couple of days. I'm not surprised. It's good to see you here at all, considering I would need to take a few days off just to be comatose. Well, I got the last point in, but you got 2 points, and 2 is bigger than 1, so well done. You win. Should we call it there? I think we'll call it there and get back to Ultima. I have been defeated. I must hang my head in shame and never play this ever again. No, we're stopping now. What, stop? Oh, that just removes me from the queue. End. Maybe I didn't make a quit command. Maybe it's just like I have to go in and close the actual program like a chump. There we go. Thank you for playing, everyone. That was fun. Kill all gorillas. It's not too far removed from what I need to do, actually. Where are we? We were in Ultima, and we need to get into the Ultima again. Apparently we need to capture Ultima again, unless... Come on. This is main menu. If I go journey onward, it should capture it. Yeah, there we go. Ah, that was epic. Thank you again, Cyclone, for redeeming that. It was a big hit when I did it for that one-off, and I wanted to make sure we could still have fun and play with it, so yeah, there we go. I got my butt handed to me by MZZ, so that's a thing. You want to do some shout-outs? Here we go. You've earned a shout-out, MZZ. MZZ is a cool retro streamer, and apparently a non-stoppable force, indeed, yes. Sonneveld is rushing to catch a plane, and he's just like really great. Go check him out. And Cyclone is another Aussie streamer from Perth who does all sorts of games and things. Gareth does not stream. Gareth should stream. So we've talked to the bartender, and I'm sure the bartender has told us all about people in town, and that's great. You were just here, and we're thankful for it, Gareth. It's nice to have you here. Apparently the plane was at last call. They may have been waiting for you. Did you tell them about the GORILLAS.BAS and how it was very important? They would understand, right? What's this place? This is the provision... no, this is provisions. I know, right? This is a cool building they've got here. All sorts of provisions. Random gargoyle worker sleeping. What was that noise? I guess everyone's already in bed. The gargoyle welcomes you by making a sweeping motion with his open hand. I guess they do that a lot. Name? Tell them I'm your rival. They'll understand. To be named Betra. To be new to Terfin? Yes. Except for that time I was here in Ultima VI, and I, like, savagely destroyed half your people. Although I guess Terfin didn't exist in Ultima VI, and it was the underworld, and we've just housed the Gargoyles here on Terfin after wrecking their hometown. Anyway, let's not tell anyone that we're the Avatar unless we really have to. Okay, I think safety messages are happening soon. Have to sign out. Thanks for the streams. No worries, Sonneveld. Put your phone in airplane mode, disconnect from all the Twitch streams, and enjoy your flight. Talk to you later. To tell you to talk to Terragus, the Sage of Forbrak, the Tavern Keeper, for information about town. To help with building locations and residents. Alright, what about Terfin? To be the town set aside for us Gargoyles who wish to reside in our own culture. Set aside. It sounds disturbingly like apartheid. To have been put here by the humans, yeah. To be permitted to leave, and also to reside elsewhere, but to know that many humans do not like us. What? You're great, come on. To be very ironic. To say that the only town with an equal number of humans and gargoyles is the one where most racial conflicts occur. Yes, Vesper, we were there a few weeks ago. He shrugs. To have been unwise, perhaps, to put so many differences together. To be sad times. And what does Betra mean in your tongue? To be the word for small valor. Tell me all about gargoyle culture. To have many things unique to our race, other than our appearance, that distinguish us from humans. To be different, but also equal. That's cool. So what do you do? To be the seller of provisions. Can I buy some? To sell you during the hours of 9 in the morning and 6 in the evening. To be sorry, but to sell nothing before or after those hours. Yeah, I did wake you up in the middle of the night. To wish you safe travels, human. Well, let's just go to bed then. In how many hours shall we wake thee up, poggers? 8 should probably... Well, let's make it 10. Pleasant dreams. I'm sure that Gargoyle won't mind that we woke him up in the middle of the night and then spent the night in his bed. This is just avatar things. We can poke through his stuff now. Yep, lots of your basic sort of provisions. Nothing I need to really steal. And probably not much we want to buy, but let's check it out anyway. To welcome you again, human, says Petra. What was your job again? To be the seller of provisions. Can I buy things? To make what purchase? So we could buy a wing scratcher or some horn polish. I don't know, I could go for some horn polish myself. Oil flasks, nail file. Yeah, it's just basic, like, adventure equipment that actual adventurers don't really need, but it's just here for flavor, I guess. Let's buy the horn polish. To sell horn polish for 2 gold per application. To be an acceptable price? Yeah. To accept. To make another purchase? No, that's fine. To wish you safe travels, human. Let's see what we actually got from that. Okay, so horn polish looks like a back scratcher, if you ask me. Just a bit of gargoyle jewelry. I wonder if the devs actually anticipated anyone choosing to buy that, because I would have thought it would be like a barrel, like a bottle of something. And unfortunately, you can't sell the jewelry back to anyone, so it's functionally just decorative. I was thinking the stream could use more horn polish. Yeah, because it gets very horny, and need to polish that horniness. Trainer! We could visit a gargoyle trainer if we wanted to. Yeah, they are just busy hacking away at this poor training dummy. It's a fencing dummy, but he's using a 2-handed broadsword. It's fine. The gargoyle has a pleasant expression on his face. To be known as Inforlem. Inforlem? What does that mean? To mean make strong one. Wow, this means like a lot of these gargoyles must be named at birth and really have to fit into their parents' expectations. To train others in Terfin to be strong and powerful. To sell some weapons also. We could train, but half of our party is now gargantuanly muscled, and the other half, I don't know if I want to train them with you or not, but yeah, tell me about others. To tell you, Forbrak knows much about Terfin and its residents, and, he says, about its conflicts. Oh yeah, there was an option to talk about that with the innkeeper. To know of the conflicts between the altars and the Fellowship, but to have no information. To suggest you see Quan, the Fellowship leader here, and ask him. Okay, yeah, let's do that. To expect to see you again, human. Let's go see Quan. Maybe get his autograph. Which one is Quan? Is it you? No, it is not you. The gargoyle gives you a menacing glare. Judging by his size, he would make a formidable foe. What's your name? To be Runeb. And what does Runeb mean? To mean busy one, he says sarcastically. Cool. Learning so much about gargoyle culture. What is it you do? To be Fellowship clerk. And I may regret this, but tell me about the Fellowship. To have more important things to do now. To ask me later, human. Oh, thank goodness we didn't get the speech. He waits for you to leave before he returns to what he was doing. Okay, so does that mean you're Quan? You see a winged gargoyle. Noticing you, he turns and says, To be welcome, human. To need assistance? What's your name? To be the one named Quan. I love your music. To have no meaning in Gargish. To be a special name, specific to me, he smiles. And what is it you do here? To head the fellowship in Terfin. Are there any troubles here in Terfin? To be the only gargoyle city in Britannia. To have fewer gargoyles in the land than during your last visit to Britannia, human. He shakes his head. Oh no. He recognizes us. He recognizes us as the person who genocided his race. This might make things awkward. Social anxiety. Fewer gargoyles, you say? To have succumbed to the effects of disease and famine that have recently struck Britannia. To tell you that gargoyles breed less frequently, and we have not had the time to make up for losses in our population. Slightly awkward, yeah. To have new hope, however, he grins, with the fellowship. To suggest talking to Runeb, the fellowship clerk, or Quaiven. I don't know if I've met a person called Quaiven. Was it just gonna be Quan, but then they changed? I don't know. To have jobs needing knowledge of others in Terfin. He grins apologetically. To be too busy to know all in Terfin. Yeah, you're only like a pastor who has a congregation of people. Did you put their stuff in a museum at least? Yeah, kinda. We dealt with the lenses on a couple of weeks ago with the Isle of Fire expansion. And these are two lenses that the Avatar gave to each of the leaders, Lord British and the King of the Gargoyles, so that they could both share the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. And at the start of this game, yeah, they've both just kind of ended up in a museum. Whoops. A human museum, of course. To be a good boon to gargoyles and humans alike. To have a philosophy to help all creatures of all races reach their highest level of potential. I've heard there's some altar conflicts, though. To understand not, he says, puzzled. Let's not ask about philosophy, because they can go on for a while. To hope you find unity. Yeah, so I think this is one of the types of fellowship converts that genuinely believe their stuff. And Runeb here might be the other kind of fellowship member who's in it for the power. Oh look, they've got one of these cute little boxes that's sealed. Let's just check that out. $98 gold coins. Yoink. No one saw anything. It's fine. Oh, there's a person that just ran out of there really quickly. Hey, come back. You see a very distraught gargoyle. To be able to call me Sarpling. Okay, Sarpling, what do you do? To provide various magics and items in Terfin. Okay, that's great. What can I buy from you? To want reagents or jewelry and potions? We don't need jewelry so much. We could possibly use reagents, but I don't, off the top of my head, know what's useful to me and what's not. You can sell blood moss, garlic, ginseng, and sulfur sash. I know I go through a lot of blood moss, so let's go for that. To sell blood moss for 2 gold per spell use. To agree to this price? Sure. To want to purchase how many? Let's get 10. To be agreed. To desire another item? No, that's fine. Tell me about Terfin. To be the city in which you are located. To be the city of gargoyles. Tell me about gargoyles. I know nothing about gargoyles. To know Quan is the fellowship leader. To believe he gives good guidance. He appears thoughtful. To have spoken to Draxinusum? No, I haven't. To see first Draxinusum. To be leader of the city. To know many of the residents. Yeah, we need to see him anyway for the ethereal ring, so let's go. To give you farewell, human. And honestly, you've got to be more careful. You're keeping a powder keg in your bedroom here. And 12 gold coins. You've really got to be careful. Like, there's thieves all over the place. Let me hold on to that for you. And a scroll, what's this? To tell you the amount of explosives is quite adequate to destroy the altars. To remind you of the need for silence, and of the punishment it will help you avoid. Signed, Runeb. The busy one. He has been busy. Let's take this as evidence for something. Exactly what, I'm not sure. We could confront him with it now. I don't think that path is going to take us anywhere particular. Let's talk to the leader. He can give us some sort of quest maybe about all the troubles going on in the town and the altars. What's this building? Yeah. Ugh, my head's not on straight enough to read this. That's EATIRN? CENT Center. Recreation Center. Recreation's a hard word to do in Runic. But hi. The Gargoyle, a contented grin on his face, greets you with a handshake. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No handshakes. Let's do a friendly elbow bump, please. To be known as Quaven, human. Oh, okay, that wasn't a typo. That was actually his name. What does it mean? To mean problem finder. To be an observant one. And what do you do? To be master of the recreation and facility and learning center. To be in charge of much information valuable to the Gargoyle race. Okay, so it's sort of like a community library, I guess. To be a good place for Gargoyles to go exercise their muscles. Okay, it's a combination library gym. To have many resources available, including stuffed bags to punch and practice fighting skills. To be located in the same building as the Recreation Center. To provide an excellent atmosphere for strengthening Gargoyle minds. To have a large supply of books and educational material. Cool. Bye. To hope for your well-being and happiness. And yeah, they've got a couple of books. What's this one? Brahma's Britannia. It has a map in it. I don't want to read too many books on stream because, I mean, it would get quite lengthy. And there's only so much talking I can do in one go before my voice gets quite hoarse. But a lot of these books are really quite fun. Encyclopedia Britannia. And it's nice that the game has like so much detail to it that they can go in and dump a whole bunch of books into the game with, you know, a couple of pages at least of text. We've got some swords, picks, random clothing, and that would be their bedroom. Okay, I think you are the king of the gargoyles. Yeah, here we go. You see an aged gargoyle, bent and withered, with a regal bearing. He smiles gently. To have been many years. To be your old acquaintance, Poggers. Drexinusum. Baldur's Gate has an insane amount of books. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a lot of the... I mean, I think Morrowind did a really good job, personally, because Morrowind had a lot of the lore tucked away in books. You still got that a bit in Oblivion and Skyrim, but Morrowind, like... Yeah, you could just wander into a library in Morrowind and not come out for days. And what is it you do? To ask about job? To be unable to say that I truly have one at this time. To notice how the young ones no longer look to me for guidance anymore. To look more to Terragus, or more often to those in the Fellowship. And who's Terragus? He's the innkeeper? To be a truly fine young gargoyle. To be one of the most sensible too. To have been fit to adhere to old ways, the ways of the altars. Ah, right, he's the altar person. To see that some of the youngest still look up to him. But the majority seem to have been wooed away by the glamour of the Fellowship. To tell you that his weanling, Inamo, is intrinsic at this time. Oh. Oh, buddy, yeah, got some news there. To be a fine young gargoyle, full of life, so unimpaled, to have been raised by Terragus, keeper of the altars, to have left town because of the tension between the altar worshippers and the fellowship, to have been angry and distrustful of the fellowship, to have news of him? Yeah, a little bit of news. To be excellent, to have seen him, to know how he is faring, to be well. Our options are murdered, not well. Oh well. Yeah, he's been murdered, just a little bit of murder. To be terrible news, to have been such a fine gargoyle. To know Terragus will be heartbroken. To be wishing not for him to grieve, but to take to him the news immediately. To be better to hear it from you. Excuse me, I need to cough. Alright, unmuted. Have a sip. So what do you think of the Fellowship, Kingy? To know not what to think of them and their tenets. To seem not dangerous, but not to be following the old ways, the ways of passion, diligence, and control. To feign worship to the shrines here in Terfin, of course, especially to control, but not yet to trust them, to wait and see. To have forceful leaders who espouse doctrines of submission, he shrugs. To be generally inspired, perhaps, and perhaps not. Tell me about the leaders. To inform you that the Fellowship is directed by two winged brethren, to be called Runeb and Quan. And yeah, Runeb, the busy one. Tell me about him. To mean, in your language, red mist. To have been given that name because that is all he leaves behind of an adversary in battle. Before his conversion to the Fellowship, to have been known as a particularly cruel and dangerous gargoyle. And Quan, tell me about him and his band. To be an interesting one. To be a strong, powerful personality, to be from one of the families most able to claim noble lineage in our society. To have been always most self-serving, striving only to gain status and wealth for himself. To have certainly changed his tune since joining the Fellowship. To have my doubts, however, that his goals have changed as well. It can be so difficult to read this Gargish syntax sometimes. Alright, I'm going to take news to the guy. To bid farewell, old friend. To not be hesitating to return if there is aught else I can do for you. Oh, yes. The ring. We were supposed to ask him about the ring. To be lonely here now for an old gargoyle dedicated to the ancient ways. To be good to see you again, old friend. To be needing Draxinisms again so soon? Yes, how do I bring up the subject of the ring? Do I go about your job? Do I talk about Terragus? You would think this would just be a dialogue option. Hey, give me the ring. Fellowship. Tell me about Terfin. Be quite comfortable for our needs. To be, however, unfortunate that it was thought necessary to isolate us from the humans. We've engendered resentment and tension in our younger generations. To remember not the old days, my friend, the days when we had to work together to survive. He smiles, reliving old memories, then shakes his head. To have had to give up much when we moved. Yeah, did you give up anything like a ring, perhaps? To have been many favourite possessions. To be too much trouble to move so much, he sighs. To especially regret selling my ethereal ring. Yeah, you sold it? To have sold most of my treasures when we were, asked, shall to say, to move to the island. To have all happened rather quickly, you see. To have sold most to the Sultan of Spectrum. And this ethereal ring as well. To be indeed a lovely treasure. To have been quite useful. A shame to have been, really, to have had to sell it. To have been one of my favourites. I mean, it's just a ring, dude. You could have brought it with you. It's not like you're selling a couch. And where can I find this Sultran? To have seemed nice enough for a human. To be a bit mad he is, even for a human. To tell you he lives on an island just to the west of us. To know, at least, that my prized possessions would be safe in his hands. Why safe? He nods his head. To be rumoured to have one of the best guarded vaults in all of Britannia. To be supposedly enchanted. To know not the details. All ready. To bid farewell, old friend. Alright, so, in summary, we've come to the wrong island. They don't have the ethereal ring here. They sold it when they were displaced from their homeland. Sweat drop. So we actually have to go to this island here. No, wait, that's the Fellowship Retreat. This island here. But while we're here, we may as well do a bit of questing. What's this guy got his crystal ball tune do?
Go away!
Okay. What's the book about? Gargoyle Like Me by Darroch. Within this work lies a fascinating novel of a human who poses a gargoyle to view what life is like from the Gargish point of view. The story's remarkable mix of historical and entertaining facts from encounters with many gargoyles. Wow, so someone wore gargoyle face, basically. Okay, that's great. A particular emphasis of this work is the importance of the gargoyle family structure. As there is no evidence of gargoyles having a gender, it is odd how close father gargoyles maintain a relationship with their, presumably, adopted sons. The attitude seems similar to that of how the more intelligent winged gargoyles treat the wingless. There is an air of condescension, but the feelings of care still exist, as if the wingless were children to protect and watched over by the winged. Yeah, Gargoyle Society is a bit interesting in that they all are mask presenting. Here we go. Hello. You see a winged gargoyle in his physical prime. Hail, human. To be welcome to the House of the Altars. To be helpful to you in any way? What's your name? To be called Terragus. Right. There's a thing about your son in armor that I need to discuss with you. Might have to close the window. He smiles sadly, but with obvious pride. To miss him greatly. To have raised him from an egg. To have been rather vocal in his disagreements with the Fellowship. To have felt it safer for him to leave. Oh, yeah, safer for him to leave, yeah. He sighs, then looks up hopefully. To have news of him? Yep. To be well? Not exactly, no. To be not well? To be terrible? To think there is anything to do to help? No, it's a bit late to help, I'm afraid. To be too late? To mean what by too late? To tell me what has happened? He seems very distraught. Well, he kind of got a bit of murder on him. To be murdered? He takes a step back, stunned by the news. To be murdered? To be unbelievable. To have no real enemies. He sighs greatly. To tell me, please, exactly what happened. Need to do some housework soon. Stupid inspection tomorrow. No worries, Gareth. If you need to lurk, that's all good. Inspections suck. I resent doing them so much, especially because Poppy back there is an illegal. Always have to hide the evidence. Yeah, hopefully it's a quick and easy one for you. Inspections seem super demeaning. They are. I wasn't around at the time, but when my family first moved to Australia, there was one landlord they had who would come in and be particular about every little detail. He would actually rattle the toilet seat lid to see how firmly attached it was and things like that. It was completely unnecessary. Dude. They get very controlling. I got Ziggy on the lease this time, had enough of hiding him. That's good. Was it very troublesome to get that done? Because I know for me, I think my situation is that the landlord doesn't care because the landlord is a faceless holding corporation. The estate agents don't really care Except that Strata does care. So if the estate agents know about it, they might feel obligated to report it to Strata, which I don't want. So it's better for everyone if they don't know. Moved during COVID, they were desperate. I put enrollment applications. Nice. I mean, yeah, that's one upside, I suppose. You relate to him the particulars of Inamo's death. He sighs again. My cat's on my lace too. Good, son. Do they pay rent, though? I mean, Bobby doesn't pull her fair share of the rent, or does any of the chores, actually. She's a bit of a freeloader. And if they try to raise my rent, I'm going to make them fix the bath. It leaks. Honestly, Gareth, you might want to just get them to fix the bath and things anyway. They seem to have, like, an allowance for fixing shit, and they'd rather get it done when the job gets found, because then they know that, like, if they want to kick you out, it's all sorted out and it's done. I decided it wasn't worth the effort. I told them about it. Alright, right. Over here, internal maintenance is on me. That's the norm for renting. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I don't have to do... Sorry, random drunken people. That I don't have to do some of the maintenance myself, because my hot water boiler exploded one day and sprayed boiling hot steam all over the laundry room. So, glad I don't have to fund a replacement for that. Hairball, hello friend, how are you? Ahoy hoy. We did a few shout-outs earlier, but let's give Hairball one, because Hairball is a very cool retro streamer that I don't often get to see because you're often streaming while I'm at work. I'm fair to middling. That's fair enough. Good enough. I am quite tired, as usual. But playing a bit more Ultima, and we played a bit of Gorillas earlier. And if I can maybe just get through the quests here, maybe we'll go visit the Isle of the Sultan of Spectrum, and we can call it a stream, I think. Reminds me, I need a plumber. Yeah. Try Chris Pratt. He's been doing playing Mario lately. I'm sure he has the skills. To be such a waste of Gargoyle life. To be grateful if you would send news if you discover who was responsible for wanting him dead. He is quiet for a few moments, getting accustomed to the situation. To apologize, to need some time to grieve. Please, to come back later. No worries, take your time. He turns away. I watch Twitch while I'm working when the tempo allows. Yeah, like, too often I have a bunch of meetings stacked up in the morning, which is around about your stream time. The evening, like the afternoon, they're trying to get us to have some focus time. It's difficult because there's always someone who wants a meeting at that sort of time, but yeah, trying to organize it better so I can have some time to have streams on. Was that enough time to let him grieve for his murdered son? I guess so. To have returned, to be glad to see you again, human, says Tergus. To be welcome to the House of Altars. To be helpful to you? Like, I have this evidence dialogue option, but we haven't been asked about it yet, so I want to talk to him and get the proper conversation piece. To be caring for the altars of control, passion, and diligence. To be a position of great responsibility. Thank you for following. Welcome on in. Pleased to meet you. How are you doing? Am I pronouncing your name right? Please let me know if I'm not. Great responsibility. To be especially important in these times of trouble. Oh, what trouble? I'm the Avatar. I love trouble. There have been many disagreements in town lately. To To be much tension between the followers of the principles of the altars and the followers of the fellowship. To have heard rumors of threats to the altars. Ooh, what sort of threats? What sort of rumors? To have heard that someone in town is planning to destroy the physical representations of the altars. To be not the same, of course, as actually destroying the basic principles of control, passion, and diligence. But to be bad for us nonetheless. To be finding out for us who is planning this, if there is time, perhaps. To return with me with evidence when you determine course of action. To be very grateful for your assistance. Yeah, got the evidence right here. To have brought me some evidence about the rumors? Yep, basically a signed confession. To be wonderful. To see it, please. You hand him the note from Runeb that you found in Sarpling's shop. Ah, Runeb. To have suspected as much. To be always reaching for more by the most violent means. He sighs. To ask that you confront him with this evidence. To suggest that anything less will not reveal truth. To be prepared for anything, please, human. For to not know how he will react. He shakes his head. To be not hopeful for a peaceful solution. To thank you for your assistance. Alright, bye. To tell you goodbye for now, human. To return and be welcome. Alright, let's confront Runeb about this signed confession of him gonna be doing bad things. Which one are you? To ask how I may assist, human? No, not you. To hope you find unity. Yo, Runeb. To ask what you need, says Runeb. It was you what was planning the altar destruction. To be sorry you know that. To need now to kill Sarpling. He grins at you. To need now to kill you. I think not. He did get one hit off on someone. Not me. Not YOLO. Don't know if it was Spark or Jana. Sentry's fine. They're getting a bit hungry, it seems. And yeah, that's the Runeb problem dealt with. He's just got a medallion on him. People are hungry. When do we eat? I've just murdered the guy in the street, but when do we eat? Yeah, come on, let's have some grapes. Just eating some grapes over this grisly scene. Where's the boy? The boy's too short. I can't see him. Delicious grapes. Honestly, if I could eat grapes, like a whole bunch of grapes like this in one gulp, I probably would. And let's put that blood moss away in our bag. Alright, so, that's your fellowship assistant murdered. Can I talk to you about it? Do you have any reaction to that? Altar conflicts. To understand not, he says, puzzled. Altar destruction. To know nothing of this, to believe it not, to be not possible. To know that all members are content with their lives, and incapable of such acts, even if the altars be outdated. To tell you to speak with members themselves, to see and believe. There's, like, evidence right here. To be impossible for Runeb to be responsible, he smiles kindly. To be a practical joke. Nope, he basically confessed and then we killed him, so, yeah. Bye. So I hope you find unity. Let's talk to Sarpling, see what he thinks about all of this. Hey dude, to give you greetings, human. We found the note. A surprised expression mixed with fear covers his face. To be all Runeb's decisions, to be all Runeb's doing, to want nothing to do with the destruction of the altars, or with the assassination plot. The what? Assassination plot? To not already know about the plot? He wails. To have caused problems this time, Sarpling, he says to himself. To have brought much trouble. To tell you Runeb wanted to frame Quan for the altars. To kill Quan if plan failed, and to be in control of the Fellowship in Terfin. To be Runeb's goal. To be in much danger, you and me. Nah, he's dead now. I do wonder if Quan would like to know about that, though. Fellowship? Philosophy? Oh no, we asked about the philosophy and he was actually gleeful. Here we go. To be very similar to the Altar of Singularity, which have 3 principles called the Triad of Inner Strength. To apply 3 principles in unison to be more creative and happy. To see the similarity, to have control, passion and diligence mesh into one, singularity. To have triad, strive for unity, trust your brother, and worthiness precedes reward, applied in unison. Okay, to head the Fellowship in Terfin. What about Terfin? To be the only gargoyle city in Britannia. Fewer gargoyles, yep. Do we have the conversation option about you being assassinated? I guess we don't. Oh well, that's a pity. Well, we can go back to the altar dude here. Who will be around somewhere. Skulking around in this temple. There you are. What are these books all about? Book of Prophecy by Nex Tilor the Seer. An ancient prophecy tells of the final days, when the end of our world shall come. 3 signs will precede the end. Thrice shall a being of great evil come into our land, and by this it shall be known that the end is nigh. This evil one is of another race who consider the evil one a great prophet. Yet this false prophet follows not the principles of control, passion, and diligence. One day the false prophet will come and desecrate our most holy shrine, and the false prophet will steal our most holy artifact, the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. This shall be the first sign of the end. Then it is written, the false prophet shall descend deep into the bowels of the earth, and the false prophet will cause the underworld to collapse. This will cause great earthquakes to tear our world asunder, and there will be a time of plague and famine. This shall be the second sign of the end. One last time shall the prophet come. This time the false prophet will come with a band of warriors, and they will destroy all that remains of the Gargoyle race. There is only one way that this prophecy may be averted, that is by the sacrifice of the false prophet. Well, they did not succeed in that, did they? To have returned, to be glad to see you again, human, says Tergus. To be welcome to the House of Altars. To be helpful to you? Yeah, I mean, we showed the evidence. Evidence about the rumors. I mean, yes, we did that already. Saw playing Runeb, yep, suspected as much. Confront him. Prepared for anything. Not a peaceful resolution. Oh well. We can't hand that in to him. Can't just say, yep, we gave Runeb a good killing. Your problems are over now. Maybe the King of the Gargoyles has more to offer. No? He's not home? I could steal his back scratcher. Or his lamp. He's got a lot of nice tapestries here. Right. Yo, Drax. To be good to see you again, old friend. To be needing Draxinisms again so soon? Maybe. To ask about job. To be unable to say that I truly have one at this time. For virus, Tergus. Just checking for any other dialogue options. Leaders. Runeb, tell me about Runeb. To have been given that name because all he leaves behind in the adversary in battle. Before his conversion by the Fellowship, to have been known as a particularly cruel and dangerous gargoyle. To be gone, dead now. See, so we do get a little bit of change in the dialogue there, but not a whole lot. To bid farewell, old friend, to be not hesitating to return if there is aught else I can do for you. Wow, the combination of the Gargish syntax with the fake ye oldie syntax is really meshing clumsily. It's a stylish choice, at least. To To be lonely here now for an old gargoyle dedicated to the ancient ways. Alright, bye. Is there anything else we want to do here on Terfin? You know, it's not the most exciting of locations. We've got a healer's area. I mean, we could steal a bunch of bandages, but they're kind of crap. You're greeted by a friendly gargoyle. Be called Immanilem human. To wish information about human? Terfin? The funny thing about his name is Immanilem is the words of power that you chant when you're casting the heal spell. So, yeah, he's named after a healing spell, basically. To be gargoyle for make healed one. To tell you to seek out Drexinusum human, or Forbrak, to have much information about Terfin. Yeah, already spoke to them, thanks. Bye. To wish you good health, human. So I think... hard to keep track of which buildings we've visited and which ones we haven't. But that's the Fellowship one. That's the Provisioner. There's this long trail here that leads, I think, just to a few little houses. And there's also a mine here on Terfin, so we could go caving a bit and visit that. Oh, it's locked. How locked is it, though? Not very. Oh, nice, it's just abandoned. There's a few cobwebs and some garbage on the floor, but we could totally just play a bit of House Flipper right now and refurbish this place. Tempting, like we could just dump the garbage outside. Cobwebs are too heavy, unfortunately. You can't move the cobwebs unless you use the cheat mode. Which we will. We're now playing House Flipper. Oh, and the party is hungry again? I just fed you like 1,000,000 grapes. Whoop, that's the wall. That's still the wall. Come on, let me pick up the cobweb. There we go. Yeah. House flipped. Turn Hank Mover off. We're playing this totally legitimately. And Ayolo, you've got a bunch of food for us, don't you? Yeah. Just stuff this big haunch of meat down your throat so you stop complaining about being hungry. There, house flipped. We could totally move in now. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, hello, random gargoyle. Hey you, stop. You see a frowning gargoyle. To be named Silamo. Cool, what kind of name, what exotic meaning do you have on your name? To know my name if I were winged. He scowls at you. To be the gardener, he shrugs, nothing more. He does not seem interested in speaking with you. Alright, bye. To get back to work. There's this whole kind of weird caste system going on with the wingless gargoyles and the winged. You don't really get to meddle in it too much. What a lovely little gardener building we've got here. If we were flipping the house, I could totally grab some of these plants and put them in there. So although that book we read suggested that the wingless gargoyles are seen as sort of children by the winged, it seems in a lot of cases it's also like there's a whole class system at work and they get to do all the menial jobs. Here we go, magic boomerang. It's honestly not that great. But it's a magic item, and I'm collecting magic items, so sure. And yeah, we've got the big mountainside here, but I think if we follow the mountain, the entrance is actually closer to town. Maybe one of these streams will do an actual house flipper thing, and we'll just decorate a house randomly somewhere that we want to move into. I've done a little bit of decoration on Sentry's house back in Britain, just because that's what you do. Okay, so this is a mine, and wow, there's a lot of powder kegs. Is there anything else we want? Got some mine manager here who's doing paperwork. Hello? Can I talk to you? I can't talk to this one. I think he might actually not be a normal NPC, but he might be a monster, so to speak, which is just created by monster spawning rules. Yeah, he's got the ID 297, which is higher than 255, so all the monsters just appear like that. Turn number display off. So we can't actually talk to him. Okay. There's rats. I think that's enough. There's a few gold nuggets and things around, but... oh, bats. One of the combat taunts is, I shall have thine head, and I wonder if we're ever fighting headless. Oh, kill the rats. If you're ever fighting headless, do they just use the same taunt? Yeah, okay, that's enough, people. You're trying to attack. I'm not sure if anyone can see it on stream, but just to the right here, in the other branch of the mine. Yeah, there we go. Corpsers. A tiny little dot that's moving around there, which will turn into a tentacle if we go near. Go fight them, I suppose, if everyone's healthy. No one needs healing. Problem is, they don't exactly leave a body behind. So there's no loot. Some gold nuggets and some food, that's it. And more rats keep spawning in that corridor. Let's just avoid that one entirely. Hi, are you a gargoyle that's just not going to talk to us? Yep, okay. Rude. Random gold nugget. You'd think if they'd mined out a gold nugget, they would take it. Here's one of those mining machines. Okay, that looked like he was attacking us, but he was just mining up some ore there. Hi. You gonna talk to us? No? Some bread, some food. I mean, I'll take a little bit of the food because my party is eternally hungry. Did anyone else see that there was gold in this bag, and then when I moved the food out of it, it vanished? That's suspicious. Anyway, I don't think we're going to find much of interest here. We've got another mining machine. It's creating what? Chunks of lead? There's a whole spell we could use to turn lead into gold, but it's horrifically inefficient, especially when gold nuggets just kind of sit around on the floor there waiting for anyone to take them. More miners. Ah, more bats. And apparently we're attacking the gargoyles now. Okay, cool. Hey, stop that. Oh, Avatar, you've done it again. You've committed a war crime. Lord British isn't going to help you cover this one up. Oh dear. We just wanted to kill the bats. I didn't want my party to just go combat mode on all of these innocent gargoyles. I think the game targeted them as enemies just because of the way they're not normal NPCs and they're just... Oh, done it again. We're gonna have to go retrieve another holy book of ultimate wisdom and... Oh, okay, let's just move on. Hope no one saw. No one can tie it back to us if we just vanish. Yeah, let's get out of here. We need to get to this island to retrieve a ring. Let's do that. That sounds simple enough, right? And maybe we'll save too. It's been a while since we saved. Alright, let's take the boat. We'll pick up this ethereal ring from the sky. Shouldn't be too much trouble. And we can call the stream there because we'll have solved Penumbra's quest, getting the ring. Too easy. Is there a dock here? There is. There's also a fishing rod. And I don't know about anyone else, but I never did succeed in getting the fishing rods to work in this game. You can double click them and they'll always say like, oh, it got away, or oh, it's not biting, or something like that. I feel like there was, like, there, the avatar said, I've lost my bait. What bait? We're not using bait. It might just be just a bit of amusing text that the devs added in. But I always wondered if it was actually possible to do fishing if you just had the right bait in your inventory, like equipment. We've got a bit of thread here. Is that necessary? Like, could the devs have included some way for you to get food via fishing? That would have been really interesting. Because I do love fishing in games. Stardew Valley, Minecraft, I inevitably go nuts a bit with the fishing for a while. Oh, hello. The metal wall just slid down and lets us inside. An open invitation. Oh, no. No. It's locked sentry and the boy outside. Can we leave? Okay, we can leave. Come on, everyone inside. So this is the Sultan of Spectron's throne. Sultan does not seem to be present right now. Oh wow, more of these annoying doors. This must be the Sultan's bedroom. Again, not present. Looks like they're in the... Ah, yes, there we are. They're in the little kitchen. Hi. Can we talk? I need a ring from you. You see a nobleman, all alone, with a demented gleam in his eye. Who in the blazes art thou? The man asks. His attitude is that of someone who has just interrupted from something terribly important. What do you think, chat? Are we poggers or are we the avatar? I'll do a poll, actually. I haven't done a poll in a while. And I like the fact that I can do polls, even if they're not necessarily like, you know, it takes a while and then maybe someone's responded and or it's inconclusive. Who art thou? Just, you know, it gives us a little bit of interactivity on the stream. I mean, I'm not doing it like Until Dawn or those sort of games where every question we're going to throw it out to the audience, but let's try this. Duration 1 minute is probably plenty. Alright, if it's working, and frequently Twitch doesn't let it work, you might see a pop-up on top of chat there saying, "Who art thou?" And you can click to vote on how we're going to respond to this madman. And I'm going to eat chocolate. Ow. All right, the votes are in. We are just counting them now. And yes, with a landslide victory, I Am the Avatar has 100% of the votes. This is never been seen before, ladies and gentlemen, but 100% of everyone voting have voted for us choosing I Am the Avatar as our response, which I'm sure will be totally fine for us to say in front of this deluded madman. Of course thou art, and I am the evil spirit of Mondane, come back to wreak havoc all over Britannia. Funny, thou dost not look like an avatar. Thou dost look like a fool. What can I do for thee, Miss Fool? He turns to his right and speaks to no one. What? Oh, really? Thou dost think this avatar looks like the real thing? I doubt it, Lucinda. I doubt it very much. He turns back to you and grins. So, what was your name again? The nobleman looks at you with impatience. I am Martingo, the Sultan of Spectrum. Is that all right with thee? He rolls his eyes. He turns to his right side and whispers again to an imaginary person. I believe we have an ignoramus on our hands. And what is it you do here, O honoured Sultan of Spectrum? I am the Sultan of Spectrum. What, is thy brain the size of a pea? Do not answer, 'twas a rhetorical question. He turns to his left side and whispers to no one. Dost thou not think her brain is the size of a pea? I do. He giggles conspiratorially with his invisible friend. Martingo then pulls out a banana and begins to peel it. Ooh, could I have a banana? Oh, forgive my manners. Wouldst thou like a banana? Yes, I love banana. Well, it shall cost thee 3 gold coins. Still want one? I think we can afford it. Here thou art. Martingo hands you a banana and takes your gold. He turns to Lucinda and whispers, That rotter took my last banana. So you're the Sultan. Come on, do not insult mine intelligence. Surely thou dost know what a sultan is. Canst thou not see mine harem? Or harem? Yeah. Yes, yeah, we see them. Lovely, are they not? Each day I enjoy a different one. Thou canst not imagine how fun being a sultan really is. He leans over and kisses an invisible cheek. Today I am enjoying Lucinda, he grins broadly. Martingo looks at you up and down, lecherously. Wouldst thou like to join mine harem? Oh, we've got busy world-saving stuff to do. Pity. And how did you meet Lucinda? She's beautiful, is she not? Martingo leans over and sticks his tongue in an ear that isn't there. And the Isle of Spectrum, it's quite an empire. 'Tis the island thou dost stand upon. He turns to the invisible person on his left and whispers, "Thou art correct. This person really is a fool." Martingo turns back to you. "As I said, I am the Sultan here. I am the master of all these subjects." He gestures around the room. Iola whispers to you, "This fellow is quite daft. Be careful." Well, we've exhausted all of our other conversation options, so... do you happen to have an ethereal ring handy? Martingo looks suspicious. "Art thou wanting to steal mine ethereal ring?" He turns to his imaginary friend and whispers, "Thou wert right. Our guest looks like a thief." He turns back to you and smiles. "Yes, I do have an ethereal ring. I purchased it from the king of the Gargoyles. What was his name?" He leans towards the invisible companion on his right. "What? Oh yes, Drexinusum. I knew it all the time." He turns back to you. "It is in my vault." "Cool, well I'd love to purchase it from you, legally. I'm not a thief." Martingo's eyes light up. "My vault is the most protected vault in all Britannia. No one, and I repeat, no one can steal anything from my vault. I have many fine treasures there." He turns to Lucinda and bites a non-existent earlobe. "What sort of treasures are we talking about?" "I collect magical items. The vault is full of them, including this ring thou dost mention." I'm also a big collector of magical items. I love collecting them. My vault is kind of just an unlocked chest in the middle of Britannia, Britain. But yeah. "The vault's security is my secret. Feel free to try and enter it. In fact, I dare thee. If thou canst succeed in getting inside, thou art welcome to take anything." Martingo laughs. "All thou dost need is the key." He laughs with his imaginary harem, as if they were all laughing with him. "I'm sure thou wilt find it." He breaks up, laughing so hard that tears begin to roll down his cheeks. "Alrighty, bye." "Fine, go away. It shall do thee good." So we could explore a little bit of his crazy estate. But there's not too much to be done. That's a harpy that's pretending to be a statue just there. For some reason he's allowed to go in there just fine and it won't attack him. But if we want to... we're going to be attacked. I do kind of like exploring these secret areas though. And you know what? Let's just steal every last bit of food he's got. Just out of the principle of it. Cheese. Oh yes. We're a hungry party of adventurers. We need food. And this storeroom looks fairly pointless. There's some booze, which I shouldn't have drunk straight off the floor because now my companions might get mad at me, but they seem to forgive me that time. Alright, let's enter the vault room through this door, because this door we can at least go through easily. And kill a harpy. What are you laughing at, Guardian? In fact, what I can do, since we haven't aggroed the harpy yet, let's tell the sword to go kill it, please. "Yes, master, what dost thou seek of thy servant?" Arcadian asks you in a deep, harmonic voice. "I'd like to use your powers, please." "Which of my powers dost thou seek to use?" Well, death is a possibility, right? But we could also just use fire and see if that helps us. Let's use fire. "And what, pray tell, is the intended target of thy immense and most puissant wrath, O Master of Infinite Destruction? That thing. Okay, that seems to have done more friendly fire than anything else. Thanks so much, sword. Am I alive?
Avatar.
I'm not alive.
Poor Avatar.
How is that harpy taking repeated hits from the Hoe of Destruction and still alive? I think I must be unconscious. Okay, I'm on 1 hit point. I can move, yeah? I mean, the whole party's been destroyed, basically.
Poor Avatar. Poor Avatar.
To be fair, it is a stone harpy, and it's a little sturdier than most things. I should have saved before coming in here. Oh, here we go. Properly dead. Thank goodness thou art with us again. We were all very worried over thy condition. Thou hast been unconscious for so long that we thought thou had lost thy life. It was Elizabeth and Abraham who found thee and delivered thee to us. They brought thee along here on their way to Jalm. It's truly mysterious how this continues to happen to thee. I'm gladdened to see thee still alive, my good friend. I was sorely grieved at thine apparent demise. In the midst of our battle I did lose track of thee. It is good to find thee safe. If thou art feeling up to it, let us then continue our quest. Yeah, about that though. It's going to be a little difficult considering we parked our ship on the island. And we parked our carpet on this other island. We might have to get another vehicle. Which means spending money, which sucks. When did I save? I saved before we actually arrived on the island of Spectron. So the only thing we're really missing out on is all of that dialogue, which I'm happy to skip. Let's just load this one. And we'll try again. And maybe we'll save on the actual island this time. Alright everyone, all aboard. Got a harpy to kill. I remember using a glass sword was pretty much the way to go with that. I'm sure we have some. I'm not sure if we have any on us. Oh, went too far. There's the docks. All right. Round 2. I will make sure to steal all of his food again later. Cemented noble, la 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 la. I'm the Avatar. Of course thou art. Okay, did the first 5 lessons in German on Duolingo. Only 110 to go, lol. I'm gonna take you 46 weeks at the speed. Best of luck with that, son. Yeah. I really need to force myself to sit down and do some more language learning at some point. What can I do for the Miss Fool? Ethereal Ring. Yes, we want to steal the Ethereal Ring. It's in your vault. Your vault? Vault is very protected. Why not? Yes, you're welcome to take anything you want. Cool. I just wanted to get his verbal permission to take stuff so that it's not really quite the same as stealing. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to complete this undertaking. Well, you know, it's You got to get into the habit of it, I guess. I want to talk. I've abandoned my language learning for so long lately. But I've lived in Germany for always 2 years, and half my friends are German. Well, I mean, it's a good opportunity to learn. Why is this a secret door? You wouldn't need this to be a secret door. In terms of weapons, we do have the ultimate weapon, the Dirty Diaper. But we also have the sword's death powers, so let's try that. Yeah, Guardian, I get it. The sword kind of disappointed me with the fire powers because it made ourselves explode, and I guess there's just like too much rubble in the way and it exploded on that. Yeah, it's kind of depressingly impressive, so I'm so bad at it. Aw. It can't be that bad at it. Having grown up in England, the natural thing for us to be studying in high school was initially French, and then the next year they started teaching us German. But they didn't stop the French lessons. So there was a period in my life when I was learning both French and German at the same time. And you know how it is with all of the verb conjugations, and the verbs themselves can be kind of similar but not completely the same. And it confused the hell out of me, and as a result, I couldn't really speak anything but Furman. And yeah, I gave up on those European languages because I just gotten completely messed up by the school trying to teach us both things in parallel. What am I looking for? Sword? Sword. Yeah, let's try just straight up death. Yes, master. What dost thou seek of thy servant? Arcadian asks you in a deep, harmonic voice. Which of my powers dost thou seek to use? The death one, please. Death. Where is the corpse of which thou dost speak? The dark sword begins to vibrate in your hand. That one. The daemon's sword abruptly ceases its vibration. This being is hardly worth a death the likes of which I would visit upon it. Call upon me again when thou art faced with a more worthy opponent. Oh, thanks, Arcadian. I can totally understand a normal conversation, but I can't really speak it. Fluent Fremen. Welcome to Dune. Yeah, with my really broken Mandarin, I'm getting to the point where I can pick out words in a conversation that I do know, but it's a whole different task to actually try and understand and have a full conversation and sentences. It's really difficult. Do we want to try the fire one again, hoping that we're not going to do some friendly fire in our party? We did save, let's have a go. There we go, that's how it's supposed to work. The trail of flame sneaks towards the target and then explodes, instead of killing half your party. Yeah, that's my problem. I understand most words, but I can't construct a sentence. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's like... if I were to say something, I have maybe a choice of 5 different words I can use, and I've learned one of them, so I use that one. But if someone is saying something to me, there's a choice of 5 different words they could use, and I have to know all 5 of those words if I want to have a 100% chance of following them. For example, why oh my god is a pizza D female instead of das, no gender? Yeah, I do not envy you trying to learn one of the languages that have the different genders of objects. That's beyond me as a poor native English speaker who didn't have to mentally segregate the world into genders like that. Honestly, everyone should just switch to neutral genders, yeah. Alright, so Flame Strike is going to hit the stone gargoyle there. Hopefully it actually takes damage from fire. And if not, we've got Sentry to throw a diaper at it. Yeah. So Sentry, Diaper. That should get it fleeing, hopefully. And Pogger's the Avatar. Can you go combat mode? To the death! Why was I, like... I think I was trying to chase a wolf or something in the forest. Hit it with thy sword. Why is it so hard to kill? Do we seriously need a glass sword for this one? Okay. People are dying. I've asked a couple of German friends how they know the gender of their words, and they all say, I just do. Not exactly helpful. Yeah, that's tricky. Okay, can we put it to sleep? Also, is anyone particularly injured and needs healing now? Yes, Sentry's about to die. Here, drink a potion. And I'll drink 2. Nope, not one of those. We want... Yeah, why not have a purple one to protect you? Protection all round. We can always get more potions. We can just steal them off the table of various enchanters. And Jana, why don't you just go invisible? Maybe that'll help you. Alright, yeah, starting to think that the only thing that's going to be able to kill this stone harpy is a glass sword. Ow. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Reloading that save game. RIP. I don't have a death counter. I probably could, but maybe I'll implement that for the whole 7 Days to Die streams. Let's leave this place. It is a silly place. And check our boat for supplies. I don't think we had swords or anything. We've got some food, but that's it. Alright, all aboard. Gonna take a brief detour back to Britain, get some more equipment. I think we would have had some on the carpet. The boy isn't carrying out around those swords, is he? No. Okay, we've run aground. Hang on. It's around here, isn't it? Where is this? Is this Trinsic? No, this is apparently a dock at Paws. Didn't realize Paws even had a dock. Keep boating. Need to boat north a bit. I will kill this harpy, and we will get our ethereal ring. And then we can call it a stream. There we go. Just need to get ourselves back home and get ourselves some weaponry. Kind of annoyed that I don't have any with me, but the problem with giving your companions weapons is they will often just pull them out of their backpacks and use them. And glass swords are one-shot things, so they're just going to use it on some wolf or something. Hey, we've got the old Aura reviewer here. Let's take a look at the orrery. Yep, there's the planets. No alignment yet, so I guess we're safe. Here's a glass sword for me, and here's one for Sentry. And another one for you as well, just in case. That should be all we need. Back we go. Kitty! How is the kitty doing? I think the camera's still working. Oh, you could tell. Alright. Sultan of Spectrum, we're coming for you. You and your stupid stone harpy. That apparently not even my sword wants to be able to kill. Fancy Blackrock sword I spent several episodes making. Where are we? Yeah, just about right area. Actually, what is this island? I think this is the island with the little pirate fort on it. Here we go. I mean, I could park the boat anywhere and get on the shore that way, but it's easier to keep track of it if you park at the docks. Alright. So we'll save again. Since the Blackrock sword seems to do nothing. Ah, there's what's annoying us. There is a wolf outside that we're just going to try and attack as soon as... Oh. Alright, let's go outside and deal with the wolf. Sorry, wolf. Oh, come on. Get inside, everyone, please. Now, hopefully, I can give this thing a good killing. And if that fails, Sentry, you can also give it a good killing. And we'll all be good. Yep, game just is hard-coded to want you to use the most powerful item to defeat it in one go. And there's the key. Thanks, Stone Harpy. You were a nuisance. And again, the avatar takes out these starbursts. You must want a refreshing chewable snack. Put your shield away. That there. And Sentry, did you use your glass sword? You did not. So if you wouldn't mind, please put it away and don't waste it. Even though we have like so many of them now. And yeah, this is the Sultan's great hoard of treasures. He's got a ring of invisibility, a ring of protection, ring of regeneration, a serial ring, and fuck all else. That's it. No enormous amount of magical weaponry or anything like that, no. Yes, Poggers, Jana asks. Sorry, I was trying to close the door. Goodbye, milady. Yep, there's nothing sneakily hidden behind the door there, it's just 4 rings, one of which is quest ring, and 3 of them are items which I usually forget to actually bother using, but here we go. You grab them. Should we give him a good killing while we leave? Hang on, we can steal his... No, I'm not even going to steal his stuff right now. Do that later. I'll let him just be mad. Because now we can finish off this particular leg of the quest. We can go back to Moonglow. In fact, what I kind of want to do is go back to Dagger Isle and grab the carpet, which we can do. Yeah, let's do that. The carpet is a lot easier to navigate with than the boats. Where are we? On the wrong side. Oh hey, there's like a shipwreck here. That's neat. We should go check that out later. Hang on, it might be on an island that we can't get to from the mainland, right? Let's go check it out right now. Because I do love getting distracted from the main quest in open world role-playing games. I'm pretty sure it was on this island. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's pirates! Could go for some pirates right now, after all that problem with the... Oh no! No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, nothing happened if anyone wasn't particularly paying attention. I don't know why they were hostile to us, but for some reason the game decided they were hostile to us. So there's nothing. Don't think about it. There's pirates. The pirates are probably doing very bad things. Yeah, there's like ruined thing. Ah, damn it. Okay, I didn't want to come here. I should have left this island well alone. Is there any goodies that we have for it? Not really. Some fish. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, they've got a little tree house too.
Fish! Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you, Carlfish. Enjoy your meal, and let's kill these pirates. They need a good killing. What is with these pirates and carrying fully locked chests on them at all times? The good thing I've got a magical key that just kind of unlocks all of these most of the time. Except when it doesn't, like in both of these occasions. Meaning those chests are trapped, and I don't want to bother opening them anyway. Let's get back to Penumbra while we have our wits about us. Yeah. Just gonna grab the carpet, get back to where we were. Carpet is the way to go. Do we actually remember where we parked it is the problem. It was at the entrance to the dun- Here we go. Carpet. Much more civilized. The only way to fly, quite literally. And here's Penumbra's house. No, we're fine, we're fine. Hey Penumbra, wake up again, please. Honestly, gonna need to start keeping a stock of orange potions next to her just to wake her up at each opportunity. Here. you have to remember where you parked your boat. Yeah, this is going to be the case. Oh, I feel so much better. The pain is ebbing. Now we may converse much more easily. You said that already. I found the ring. Thou hast the ethereal ring? Good, I must enchant it, quickly. Penumbra takes the ring from you and intones a few magical words upon it. After a moment, she hands it back to you. Now thou must go to the generator. Be sure thou art wearing the ring. It should now protect thee from the ethereal attacks. Be aware that it is functional only near the tetrahedron. And tell thy companions to wait out of range. Thou must enter the generator alone. Penumbra thinks a moment. By the way, how didst thou happen to know to come to me about this problem? Nicodemus or the Time Lord, neither of which we've actually talked to yet. Yeah, we were just stumbling around, knocking on houses, and we found your house. We thought it was unoccupied and we could rob the place, but then it turns out you're our friend from ages ago and we could wake you up. No, I've played this game before option. Yeah, that's a pity, isn't it? Let's say it was the Time Lord, because that's how it's supposed to go. You tell Penumbra the story of how you need to get the hourglass enchanted. The what? What hourglass? I see. Well, thou best be on thy way, so that thou canst indeed get thine hourglass enchanted. Is that a euphemism? Get your hourglass enchanted? Alright, bye. Farewell, Poggers, and good luck to thee. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing this in exactly the wrong order now, and I should probably go back and do the Time Lord quest, just so I don't accidentally screw up the conversation options. But, I mean, the game totally lets you do this in this order anyway, so there can't be anything wrong with it, right? It wouldn't lock up on us, would it? No, it's probably fine. Anyway, I want to... See, the thing is, we need to go see Nicodemus in you to get the hourglass enchanted. What hourglass, I hear you say? That's the hourglass that the Time Lord talks to us about after we unlock him and his whole quest line. And we need the hourglass, I believe, to get through the sphere dungeon and disable the sphere generator for reasons. But Nicodemus is mad and he can't enchant the hourglass for us, so we had to go to Penumbra to talk to her to get the ethereal ring, to get to the tetrahedron generator, to destroy it, to turn all of the mages into their sane counterparts again. And it is kind of amusing to go and talk to Nicodemus when he's still mad. But we're already here. And we've already got the mark and recall points set for the tetrahedron dungeon. So it's probably not skipping forward ahead in the plot too much if we go and just deal with that and make the mages sane again. We could do that, right? And then we'll go through it properly and we'll talk to the wisps and we'll try and get to the Time Lord. We'll do it that way. Yeah, it's fine. Make a save anyway, just in case. I keep backups of all of these. And it should be a quick, easy dungeon because we've got the ring now, right? In here somewhere with the fish? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we have to wear it to not get zapped by the lightning bolts from the dungeon. And if you wouldn't mind, Sentry, just giving me that spare glass sword, just in case we need it. Although I think the Blackrock sword is going to be more than sufficient to kill the monster that's in there. Yeah, we can now use Mark and Recall. I did leave a note as to which stone is the dungeon. Number... Dungeon Deceit. Green. Okay. So we need the Recall spell on... Jana, you've got the green stone, don't you? Nice. So we could tell our companions to wait and we have to enter the dungeon alone, but it's sufficient, I think, just to run in there. And then there's this monster. And it's dead. Honestly, the monster is a lot more tough than it appears. It's huge and big and bulky, and it is immune to a lot of magical things, but we have a Blackrock sword. And there's an enclosed prism, and I think we just need to double-click it. And we've destroyed the tetrahedron generator. Hooray! Well done, Avatar. Did we get the item out of it? I mean, it should be in our backpack now, right? It is, of course, a small, dark, triangle-shaped object in a dark backpack. Yeah, hold the phone. Where's the tetrahedron generator? It's kind of important that we get the prism out of that. Team? I mean, we couldn't have picked that up off the floor because... Where is it? I mean, it's only an item that we need to complete the end game. Not a big deal or anything, like we kind of just need to have it. Did anyone else pick it up somehow? Like, insanely, just somehow went in someone else's inventory? It's under you right now on the ground. Oh, it is! Would you look at that? It's so mixed in with the stonework there. Yeah, you can double click on it and do stuff, but it's not actually applicable here. But yay. We got the prism. We could leave the dungeon by the normal route. I remember it being a little dangerous. Ah, headless. I'm glad I was right, because 50% of it was just a poorly drawn texture.
Fish! Today's fish is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal.
Thank you for the fish, Gareth. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to run out of the dungeon as fast as we can, so I can grab the boat and put it on an island where I'm able to access it. It's not authentic unless I do it about 10 times. Well, we could, but let's not. I haven't implemented proper rate limiting for that yet. It's just a basic, I think 10-second timeout? I forget. Oh, acid slugs. Oh dear. Burstein offspring. Acid slugs. And yep, sorry for the noise right now. I need to dispel a field. This one? This one. Ow, ow, ow. did people get out of this dungeon before? Ah, that's right, we came through that invisible wall. I remember there was a wall of arrows as well at one point. Is everyone healthy enough to survive that? Might give YOLO just an extra healing potion. Yep, you know that we've came this way because there's the ghosts and there's locked doors, one of which is unlocked. Come on, this way. It's just a ghost. It's fine. We are leaving. Yep, here's the hole with the arrows. Run, 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 run. Try not to get hit. Okay, there's a harpy at the end. Yep, exiting the dungeon. We are done. We made it. We're safe. Spark, Shana. Entry a little hurt, but not too badly. That's great. Where did the boat go? Up here somewhere. We made it, and we remembered to bring our boat with us. So, that's not Moonglow, that's Pneumagensia. Oh no, that was Moonglow, that's just that... Oh no, come on, don't do this to me. Game. Game, you're being so brave. You're being so good. Well, I think that's a perfect time to end the stream for today, because the game's just crashed. It was much more stable before. I remember it being so much more stable. But I guess that's what we get for trying to sneakily break the quest line and do certain bits of the quest before we know that we're supposed to do them. Thanks for the stream. Have an awesome time, Zone Peeps. You too, son. You too. Good luck with your German studies. Let me look around for people might want to look at. Who's streaming today? Oh, that might be nice. Yeah, hang on. Let me show you something better than a crashed screen. Let's go to the just catting scene so that you can see Poppy. You there, Pop? Oh, you are. Hello. We're ending stream soon. I'm in an ad break, and let's see. Yeah, okay. So one streamer that I stumbled across, I think from the speedrunning community, is Soph, and she's currently playing Silent Hill 2, which is a game I kind of want to get around to playing at some point. It's a fun game, and the protagonist is called James. And yeah, it's sort of appropriate for October and the spooky season. So why don't I go send you all over to Soph and can say hello if you want, or not if you don't want. It's all fine. Aside from Silent Hill 2 speedruns, she also does a lot of Final Fantasy VIII speedruns, which is also fun. Often I just tune in just to listen to the music. Just nice. Raid. We've got a raid message. Copy paste that if you like. You can throw in some other emotes if you wish. That's fine. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. Hopefully I can get more stuff done on Stream Things and sort out when exactly I'm doing that 7 days to stream thing, because I want to do it. It's just a matter of having the spell slots available to actually do all the things and commit to a whole week of streaming. So stay tuned. If you want to actually stay tuned to news about what I'm doing, best place to look for that is the Discord, the Stream Shed. I share it with a bunch of other very nice, wholesome streamers, Captain Sumi, Mela, Katie, Melon Capybara, Moontoke. I'm probably forgetting someone, it's awful, but I'm very tired, so I'm going to call it now. Thank you again, bye bye, take care everyone, stay safe.